This is Cousin Jack. This land is barren and broken, scarred like the face of the moon. Our tongue no longer spoken, the towns all around face ruin. Will there be work in New Brunswick, or will I find gold in the Cape? If I tunnel way down to Australia, how will I ever escape? Come on. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the bay. Where the copper of heavens to stay low. John Wesley gave us a voice. Could Joseph once come to St. Michael's Mount? 2,000 years passed in a dream, and you're working away in the darkness, deep in the heart of where there's a mine, come on. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the bay. Where the copper, the clay, where the arsenic and tin run in your blood, they get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, Cousin Jack. Follow me to Canada, America, South Africa, Australia. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, I'm leaving the county. Must I leave my town? Camel, Red Roof, Lawson, Wadebridge, past Port Isaac. Remember us, remember our names, remember the white cross on the black flag. Yeah. And the waves crash to the shoreline. I dream, I dream. I dream of a bridge across the Tamar. It opens us up to the east. In my my dreams. I see the English living in our houses. I see the Spanish fishing in our sand. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the vein, where the copper and the clay, where the arsenic and tin run in your blood, they get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack. Come on, follow me down, cousin Jack. Yeah, follow me down.
Good morning, Minecraft. Wandering Beekeeper here. How you doing? It is Saturday morning. It is time for Minecraft Trains and Tech. We are on episode 38, ChefQuest Part 2. This is stream number 141. Goodness gracious, my. Oh, that song gets me thinking every damn week, and I end up wandering around for a little bit. Let's bring this up. So we got something to see here that is Minecrafty. But that song gets me thinking every week, and I feel some of it, but I don't feel the loss of the roots because I didn't have any. I don't put roots down. I don't attach to places. There are things I like about places and things I don't like about them, and some places I'd rather be than others. But it's mostly a matter of this place was enjoyable and that place was shit. San Antonio and Trenton, New Jersey, respectively. And I feel that departure, and I'm leaving the county and I'm not coming back, and I've only been back to Louisville, Kentucky for my mother's funeral. You know, it's content warning, content warning. This is Minecraft, it's a cozy game. There's nothing in the game that's gonna bother you, but I cuss like no tomorrow, and there will be sex jokes and drug references and discussions of dead parents and who knows what the hell where I'll go. I mean, I'm 61. I'm above my normal operating ceiling right now, and it's been a bit of a morning. Who knows where this mouth is gonna wander? I'm just letting it loose. I don't feel I don't make attachments that easily to begin with, and I lose them quickly. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I sometimes wonder if I'm a psychopath because I don't form emotional attachments. I feel strongly about some things. I feel very strongly about some things. I get really passionate about some things, but I don't form links that hold up. Anything that maybe it's just the ADHD. You know, it could be the ADHD because, if it's not in my view, I lose attachment to it. That's why it's so hard for me to get back into writing stuff if I've left it for a while. I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on to talking about the Arbogast Culinary Academy. I've added a outline here a green outline on the lettering that hopefully separates the letters out a little bit. The font is difficult to begin with for folks with dyslexia. Sorry, but the point here is to characterize a pretentious cooking school. I'm choosing this font because it is overly fancy and pretentious for a cooking school. Arbogast thinks very highly of themselves, and I want to get that across in the graphics as well as in the writing. So, some thought process here behind the mod pack. The goal of this ChefQuest, if you've not tuned in before, is I am doing a mod pack based on cooking mods. There are so many tech progression mod packs, and some of them are wonderful. Shout out to Industrial Village, which is one of the inspirations behind this. To Dreams, who does Industrial Village, thank you so very much for reminding me of something I knew from instructional design. But I have borrowed your specific icon shapes of the diamond and the gear for my start and finish, and made them larger. This is an important point in instructional design, and I've done this sort of thing professionally. I've been paid by IT companies to create training materials. And I know, and once I understood that I was creating a training guide, so much of this became so much more clear as to what I needed to do to make it better. Now, there are no background graphics yet, and the shape of the progressions still under consideration, but I'm getting a lot closer to having something functional. I'm fully intending to deliver this. I'm making a commitment here on air. I've already got the outline done. I just have to figure out how to do the removes path, and I think I know how to do it. I'm not sure if I can do it that way, but I'm going to see if it's possible. We'll find out. So, this is why the breadcrumb here, why the page title, excuse me, not a breadcrumb, why the page title is in a non-serif, very clear font with clear separation and individualized letter shape, and it's in a brighter color, making it hopefully much easier to read. Accessibility is a thing. You got to think about it. You also have to think about text learners versus graphic learners, and you can't have to cater to both in the same thing. So, Arbogast Culinary Academy, obviously you're going to click the road begins here, and we get the opening text where we get some of the flavor coming in. Congratulations on choosing the Arbogast curriculum for your culinary endeavors. They're already self-promoting. This guidebook will walk you through constructing your farming kitchen, mastering the various culinary arts required, and preparing for the Feast of the Dragon. Along the way, you'll learn how the world's magic works and explore a fair amount in search of rare ingredients. Yes, I am going to be sending you into the nether repeatedly. The Arbogast Culinary Academy boasts the highest survival rate of any school preparing chefs for the Draconic Challenge. I've already gotten comments on that phrase, highest survival rate, yeah. Follow our exacting guidelines and put in the work we require, wow. And you've got a good chance of serving the courses and not ending up as the main one. At which point, you should be asking yourself, what the hell have I gotten myself into? And if you are, then I've achieved the effect I want. I want this to be... Wait, this was a cooking mods. Wait, what? Feast of the Dragon? Being served as the main course, excuse me? What am I in? Oh, lordy. And then it progresses on through. These are checkboxes that are dependent upon completing the various paths. So, basics. I'm going to walk through this a bit and do some review, partly to get my head back into the project and make sure I understand this is like coding or any other form of development. I have to understand what I was thinking and where I was going with this to make sure I can continue it in the same way and not have some sort of jarring weird shift all of a sudden. So the basics starts out with the usual pickaxes and yada yada, various metals and yada yada yada. Once you can check mark end basics, then this becomes checkable, at which point you can check either of or both of these, and I recommend you check both of them. They're meant as parallel paths. And you start into the Let's Do mods and start actually cooking, and you also start getting into the infrastructure and obviously into Ars Nouveau. So before that, though, your basics, you've got to build a kitchen. Once you've got the basics done, checking this unlocks these two paths. Building a kitchen and farming, they both unlock once you complete the basics. Building a kitchen gets you through doing the Cooking for Blockheads mod and getting a functional kitchen up and running. Farming still has a bug in it. Farming gets you through through some seed collection. You have to find some basic Farmer's Delight crops and the Minecraft basic seeds, and you have to go to the Nether and go on and find coffee and ghost peppers. Let's go on and get that over with. Once that's done, then you learn about botany pots, and there's an optional path up this way that takes you to Elite and up to Ultra Pot. Ultra Pot is not achievable at this point. When you first hit Botany Pot, when you first complete Botany Pots with hoppers, you are not going to really be able to complete Fast Ultra unless you have gone and like speed run the Nether while you are there. So I'm making it an optional path. You can complete the farming path without doing either of these two. The livestock obtain, I haven't yet figured out how to detect, does the player have a cow? I have to figure out, and if you know how to do this, please feel free to pop into the chat and tell me, or put it in the comments on YouTube, either one. I would be delighted to hear from you. I need to figure out, how do I detect that the player has encountered a cow and a chicken and a sheep and a pig? I have to do multiple animal detects. Have you put a lead on one? I may have to say that you have to breed them. I could do it based on the achievement. You know what? Let me bring this up here real quick. Add advancement, Minecraft, the parrots and the bats. I believe that's the advancement I want. Let's check. I hope I'm remembering this correctly. Ba-da-ba-ba-da, husbandry. World is full of friends and food. Best friends forever. You need to be best friends forever, and that's the cat variants. This is CD's. Move up this way, and we got the parrots and the bats. That is the correct one. Total B location is elsewhere. 2x2 would be a bit harsh. I'll make it an optional. So, I'm going to go back to this, edit, and delete this. There we go, delete that. Advancement, the parrots and the bats. And title is Your First Livestock. Livestock, there we go. Let's see if I can spell. Subtitle. No, that's not going to work. Ooh, no, that went in a bad place all of a sudden. Let's not go there. What sort of reference or joke do I want to make here? Your first livestock. Have a cow, man. There we go. We'll do a Bart Simpson reference. All right, that'll work. That's June Foray doing the voice. Lovely person. Great artist. Definitely a legend. Okay, let's see. Breed 2 tamed animals. Oh, there we go. Tame 2 animals and breed them. Once you have your first youngling, move on to the rest as an optional. I'm going to add an advancement, and the one that's tame an animal, BES, best friends forever. I'm going to require that as well. You must breed and you must tame. Rewards, I'm going to give you a sapling. I'm going to give you a seed. And I'm going to give you... I think I should have a random spawn egg here. I need a random spawn egg table. Okay, let's go edit reward tables and add livestock. Check mark. And edit livestock and add item. Spawn egg. Let's just go through in here. LA, axolotl, bat, bee, blaze, camel, cat, cave spider, chicken. You get a chicken. Item. Spawn. Odd cow. Have a cow, man. I don't do voices very well. I don't have the talent for, or the ear for it. Donkey is an interesting one to get. Let's throw in a donkey. The Enderman is having me for dinner tonight. I'm going to throw in a frog because at some point, you know, there should be some one that you get and you're like, what the hell? How did this get in there? Goat. Thankfully, Minecraft goats don't tear down fences. Goats in real life, there has never been a goat born that could tolerate the idea of a fence. Horse. Llama. Llama. On. Cube, mushroom. Yeah, definitely a mushroom. Item. On. Mule, yes. Spawn. Ocelot, panda. I don't think I want to give you an ocelot. Pig. There we go. There's a classic item. Piggy, 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 piggy. Piglin, piglin brute, pillager. No, I don't want to spawn in a pillager. Come on. Rabbit. Definitely need the Banui. Okay. Spawn. Ravager, salmon, sheep. No Mary Lud, no Mary Lud, not happening. Not on my stream. No, not adding it into my mod pack. Not gonna be there. Hell no. Turtle. Another one that is one like you found this box turtle or something. What the hell are you doing relocating it to your place? Should have left it in its habitat. All else is out here. Good gravy. Crab. Sheba. Box turtle. I'm not going to give you any of these turtles in the random because you have to collect them as part of the aquaculture quest. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Water buffalo. Everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is fast and mine is slow. Where they come from, I don't know, but everybody's got a water buffalo. Okay, let's see. Woolly cow. Item. Spawn. Rigme, Starbuncle, Whirly Sprig, Wild, and... No, you gotta go meet those folks on your own. The booze, you deer. Interesting. You don't want a raccoon. You really don't want a raccoon. Oh, Lord. Boar. Bison. I'm gonna go on and add boar and bison. Bison spawn egg. And then item and spawn. Oops. Oops, if I can type. What else we got here? Pumpkin Warden. Cassowary? Hells to the no. Absolutely fucking not. Turkey. Oh, you have to have a turkey. Come on, this is a farm. There we go. I mean, yes, I'm being decidedly American all of a sudden. Pardon me. I want turkeys on my farm. The domesticated turkey is the definition of bird brain. It is why the term is actually usable, because a domesticated turkey, if you don't chase them in when it starts to rain, they will look up to see what is with this water falling on them and open their beaks as they do when they look up, and they will stand there and drown. I kid you not. Turkeys will stand in a rainstorm and drown because they're looking up with their beaks open, and they're not intelligent enough to close their beak and not fill up with water. They really are that wow. Please, can you get both brain cells working at once? No, actually you can't. Hedgehog. We'll include a hedgie because I want a hedgie here. And we're going to add a random reward off the livestock table. Brand new livestock table. Woot, woot, woot. You get a random livestock spawn egg. That finishes this, except for I want to put... Yeah, right. I do. Let's do an advancement, and Dang it, why can I never remember the name of the advancement long enough to get to, not complete catalog. There's 2x2. Here, advancement, Minecraft, and I want 2x2. I'll accept, and all the livestock. Subtitle. Edit the subtitle, get that extra O out. Gotta catch weight, we did that one. Description. Breed all the livestock that can be bred. Okay, reward. Again, random reward, and I'm going to do a Pam sapling, and a random reward, and a Pam seed, and then instead of that, I'm going to do an item, and I'm going to go diamond, and I'm going to give you 6 diamonds for this. There we go. You get that done, you get 6 diamonds. Now, I need to make it dependent on your first livestock. Accept, there we go. And I have an optional. You do not have to make this achievement to complete the path. You just have to get your first livestock bred. But if you do, you get a couple of really nice little rewards. You get a sapling out of the collection, you get a seed out of the collection, and saves you having to find one of them. And then, yeah, you also get some diamonds, which could be useful. So farming. Farming is now done. I can check it off. Let's go to Meadow. Walk through here. Meadow is pretty much done. I'm not totally happy with the arrangement. Thinking about pulling this back and then moving this up something. I move that up. I can't move that up. No way to. I could put it over here. Up. Don't do that. Go here. Move. To here. Move to here. Move to here. Move that there. That fills in a little bit of that void. That's better. Let's flip over to basics and then flip back to Meadow. That when I flip over to one page and then back over, that causes the mod to recenter on the page. So this is how it will look to the player at this point, and it feels better. The empty space around the edges is pretty much, is balanced a bit better. I could move the title up a little, I think. Move. Let's see, let's move it up to there. It's even with this, so that should not change the vertical balancing, but let's make sure of that. I want to make sure that my page title is always in the upper right, and where it's so that there's consistency here. Don't make people look for the information. Put it where they expect it to be. Basic principles of instructional design. It really amuses me that a skill that I was paid to develop and earned my living with for some time um, is now applicable to a game I'm playing as a hobby. It amuses me that I am doing this for my own entertainment value, my own entertainment as well as hopefully someone else's. I really do hope that at some point, I've already made the commitment. Move that. There we go. That's better. That balances this between these two icons, and it gets this dependency line off the edge of that circle. It was tangent to that circle, and there needed to be a gap there. It was bugging me. Okay. I am realizing more and more that I am more OCD than I have been diagnosed or been willing to admit. So, I am one of those documentation wiki is awesome people. In the things I have learned, software modeling, web design, etc., I have always liked to create documentation. Yay, rah, yeah. Absolutely. I've made my feelings very clear on some mods that, there would be a nice mod, but there's no wiki, there's no documentation. Screw you. Don't like it. So, yeah, this documents out how to do the Meadow mod from the Let's Do series. This mod pack is very heavily based around Let's Do because they've done such an incredible job with in-world food production. However, I do feel like I don't come across many people socially in different contexts who appreciate it or even care. Yeah, one of the reasons why I'm not doing tech writing now is that tech writers are the last to be hired and the first to be let go, and everybody bitches about the lack of documentation or bad documentation, but nobody's willing to pony up the budget for good documentation. Uh, my current job, I've done some documentation work and got a really nice performance review the first year for redoing basically the entire documentation suite for the team. It was a thing. Meadow, Vinery. Let's go to Vinery and have a look at that because Vinery has a lot of optional stuff. I really do need to change that. This needs to connect. I need to take this and put a dependency to winemaker boots. I want you to have Alpen boots. That's Meadow. That's not the right. Oh, Jesus, there's the problem. Winemaker boots. There we go. I did have, and since I work with many open source things, I really have zero expectations re getting good documentation. If companies for profit don't want a budget for technical writing, how in the heck would I expect open source projects to be able to get documentation for their stuff? Yeah, it's a labor of love. Um, I have I am trying to donate some time to another mod, to a different mod. I'm not going to name it here right now. To a tech mod whose in-game documentation needs revision, and I got started on it and then ran into I had to create a pull request on GitHub. I've never created a pull request in my life. And the person who had volunteered to walk me through it was on a Fedi instance that got defederated. So I've been kind of stalled on that. I lack a technical skill. But yeah, it's all being done for free here. I'm just trying to make something here that people will enjoy and not get frustrated with. It's if you play through this mod pack, it should be fun. At no point should it be frustrating and oh god, why am I doing this? Yes, it does get grindy, but I mean, come on, this is Minecraft we're talking about. It's already grindy. And then, I mean, let's see, I'm still trying to wait for a good holiday sale so I can get a new server machine. Once I get my new server, I'm going to be loading my wiki making tools back on it, among other things. Yeah, I have got to learn how to do a pull request. I had to download and install a development environment in order to work on the documentation for the mod because it's not the it's not in like a JSON file or something that I could just go in with Bluefish and edit. I have to actually I had to actually clone the project. I had to do a git clone on the project and then find where in the project the documentation is stored, and it's in this. Sad note, I'm trying to remember if this mod that you were playing with has good documentation. It actually does. The Let's Do series actually does have pretty good documentation, and the in-game playthrough is also really, it flows nicely. For example, you start with collecting the grape seeds, and yes, there's another Pokemon joke. I do a lot of Pokemon references in this mod pack. Once you have the grape seeds, obviously you have to plant the grapes. Now, there is a thing here I need to put in. I need an optional. I need a find structure, and the structure is going to be in binary. Let's see, where is it? Let's do add-on structures binary. Here we go. That's it. Except title, find a binary. This is going to be an optional. I just know that the create mod gets very, very involved. Lots of moving parts. Oh, yes. I dearly love create. Fortunately, the documentation on create is very strong. There's also the fact that create has sites where people have uploaded schematics, so you can download copies of other people's builds and pick through them to see how they did it and learn from them. That's an incredibly useful thing. Information wants to be free. There's an old saying, information wants to be free. And I have been repeating that for most of my professional life. Find a binary. See how it grows. Whoops. See how it grows. Okay. Locate a binary structure and observe how the grapes are planted. Think about how real-life arbors are structured. Sure, you could automate with copper pots, but would you have a pleasant place to stroll in the evening? Let's see. And if you find a binary, I've already required you to find all the grapes. I'm requiring you to find all the grape seeds so you don't get grape seeds. Is there anything on this that would be good? I mean, you can always do with some random wood. But let's also think about something that is a little more winery related and go. So you are building a requirements chain for a Minecraft game. Exactly. I am building a requirements chain. I thought you were actually playing those quests. No, I'm not playing the quest. I'm building the quest. Give me just a second, and I need to find the dark cherry. Where is it? Ugh, I should know better. Let's just do cherry and scroll down and find where. There we go. There's my logs, and I'm going to give you 6 dark cherry logs because you're going to need that wood in specific. And then edit and quest properties, and the quest then links over to starting vinery. Oh bother, I gotta change the title on that. Start vinery. It should be starting. All right, there, and let's go here and go edit title, and the title is starting binary. Let's fix that. Thank you. Okay, is this being done for a game server that you are starting or working with others on? No, I do not have a server in mind. What I'm trying, this is my very first quest pack and mod pack. I have never built a mod pack and submitted it to CurseForge before. My plan is to get the thing built and then figure out what I'm going to do with it. I will offer it, I will submit it to CurseForge and offer it for single player and think about server. I don't have the funds to set up server, and I don't have a team that I'm part of. I may take it to Big Community Games, who are doing the Pixelmon server that I'm very active on. It's been on the stream here. I may take it to them and go, here is this thing I built. Would you be interested in hosting it? And I'd be happy to be one of the admins. You know, I'd have to be on it because I'm one of the devs, because I'm the dev. You know, if there's problems with it, I'd have to be on. We'll see. I don't know. I really don't know yet. I'm trying to stay focused on completing the quest pack and completing this book. If I get this done, then I worry about next step. So, if you do the optional, you get the wood you need to make part of this. But you're required to find one of the saplings anyway. Growing cherry wood is a bit of a pill. Right now, all my Minecraft server collab things seem to have stalled as well. I'm not stalled, I've never done this before. This is my very first quest pack. I'm figuring this out as I go. Alright, this looks better. I'm now requiring you to have the outfit. I want to require the outfit for each of the mods. You have to dress the part, or at least make the stuff and stick it on an armor stand. I mean, I did that with a bunch of stuff. You know, you can't wear all the outfits all at once. Let's go over to bakery. Bakery is really annoying me. I hate this layout. I hate this layout with a passion. I cannot put the title where it belongs, and that's annoying me. Think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to move this down. Let's take this, move it, and put it here, and take this and move it, and I could put it here, and it still fits in the grid, so more or less. And then put the title, whoops, move, bring it down a little. Put the title there. That's a little closer to where it's supposed to be. There we go, but that's shoving these almost off the bottom here, and I don't like that. Gar. This also isn't properly connected. There need to be a lot more things here. All right. This doesn't have to be connected to the end, because if you don't do this, you can't do this. I was just saying that, like you, I had some projects stall. Oh, yeah, absolutely. In relation to the dock project, we get that you had said it stalled. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that has stalled because I don't have the skill and I lost my mentor. I got to find somebody to handhold me through doing a get pull request. I'm somewhat intimidated by it. Looking for a way I could fix this. If I move this to here, I move this to here, and move this to here, bring this over to here, that's really not going to help, is it? That's still wedging me up here. Yeah, Jehoshaphat. WTF, dude. This should be linked to bakery drawers. What the hell is it linked to? Glad I tried moving that. Edit. Check my it's linked to bakery counters. No, it goes to, it needs to go to bakery drawers. There we go. And move up to here. Move this up. Move this up. Move this up. Move this over to here. This, I'm really trying to shoehorn this. I'm really trying so hard to shoehorn this. Give me a second here. Well, I mean, the design is a bit cluttered, and this just sticks out like a sore thumb here. I'm going to move that down to there and then bring this over to here. That seems a little more reasonable. And move this to here. Boom. Flip over, flip back. That's better. This bottom row isn't getting lost down in the status bar. And I could take this and move it up slightly, and it doesn't seem quite on, I don't know, something about, I don't know. All right, that's better. That's better. It's still not great, but it's better. Herbal brews. Herbal brews is pretty straightforward. There's not a lot to it, and not a lot of stages. And I think I'm just going to call that done. It's an awful lot of white space. It needs some graphics. Beer brewing. I need to bring this up here. If I can. Bring that up. That's going to push. Well, if I bring that up here, it's going to push that to there, to there, to there, to there. And let's just see if this works. The only way to know if it's going to work is to try it. Move down to here. Move to here. And here. here. That tightens that up. So I don't have so much white space there, and then that is in line with this. This being offline with that just annoys me to an amazing extent. It's another reason why I think I need to go see somebody about OCD. You know, I got the hypomanic bipolar, at least to some extent, under control. Lordy. Quick side note here, and a HIPAA disclosure and some quick medical education. Type 1 bipolar is your classic, where the main symptom is euphoria and people get all giddy and have grandiose ideas. And yeah, that's the fun type. That's a stereotypical thing. Type 2 hypomanic, the primary symptom is irritability. I know I'm going into a hypomanic cycle when the world starts chiefing me like sandpaper. The entire world starts getting on my nerves, and I'm like, okay, I'm going into a hypomanic cycle here. This is not fun. So yeah, essentially it's a mental illness that you can and will get called an asshole for having, because it makes you grumpy. I don't mean to be grouchy, it's just the way I'm wired, and I'm medicating for it and doing behavioral interventions, but I can no more help being grumpy than someone with Tourette's can help their facial tics. I mean, come on. Gerbering looks a lot cleaner, a bit tighter. Let's go back and forth, and yeah. That looks good. I like that. I like having it all on a line, and the quick little expansion, it's not so much of a thing. And if things line up better, deal with that mug at some point. Bees! Not a lot to the path, but it's one you need. It's in the menu editions. There's a bunch of stuff in menu editions. Aquaculture. This one's a little flippy, but a little weird, but I kind of like it because it puts all the fishing rods in a row and then puts the interstitial stuff going either up or down. You know, I'm kind of playing with the path layout there a bit. I think this is working reasonably well. Those are a little close to the bottom, but you know, it's life. This is a work in progress. Hams, part 1. Hams. Oh, whoa. Oh, Pams. Oh, Pams. I'm not touching this. I'm done with this. And then there's the Pam's cooking, which is a little wobbly and wiggly, and there's just not anything I can do about that weirdly slanted line. It's just gonna be there. That's just life. There comes a point where you have to say it's good enough. Yes, I could close up some of these, but I don't really want to, because these are major items, not subsidiary branches. Fermentation. Oh, I gotta fix that. Edit our width. Let's take our height down to 0.75. No, I really did mean, let's put a 0 point. There we go. Thank you. There we go. That was a little too tall. Had to have its aspect ratio adjusted a bit. This is one of my this is the mod that got me started doing this quest pack. This is Vintage Delights, which has fermentation jars, and you can make kimchi by actual salt from brining fermentation, and it just makes me so utterly happy that there are fermentation jars that you can produce fermented foods in world. It just I had to do something. At that point, I started talking about, there needs to be like a food quest pack, and then there was the thing of, well, why don't you build one? And here we are. Farmer's Delight. Farmer's Delight. Well, it's the delights in general. I'm going to bring this down that much. That levels it with this, and we'll bring this up slightly. And let's just flip back and forth. And no, I don't know why those are blue. I'm going to have to look it up. So there's all the delights, all the Farmer's Delight stuff. And then we get into Ars Nouveau, which is a little, well, it's Ars Nouveau. There's a limit to what I can do. I can do here, you know? And I'm only taking you through the stuff that you're really going to need to get through the rest of the quest pack, and noting in the conclusion here, there's still quite a lot in the Warren Notebook to explore, some of which you may find additionally helpful in your efforts. Ars Nouveau has an in-game guide. I don't need to replicate to build a new one. I just need a quest path to get you to do the stuff that will make your life easier. For example, I have you befriending. Oh, this is another one. I have to figure out how to encounter the Wheeled Walker, or do the ritual. You know, got an idea here. Observation. Let's go look at this real quick. It's an advancement. That's also an advancement, isn't it? Yeah. Wheeled wall. Is an advancement for conjuring a wheeled wall? Go to the Ars Nouveau page here, and there's the ritual brazier, familiar, containment jar, ritual of gravity, and amethyst golem. There isn't an advancement for conjuring a wheeled walker. I'm feeling that there's a gap here. You know, I'm feeling like there's a gap here. I gotta figure this out. How am I gonna do? What I need is the tag. If I go could have a wheel. Hold on a second. I got wheeled walkers already. Oh please, 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 please don't memory out on me now. Bad. Heat is doing fine. Let's go around the back. Yes, I could teleport there, but I think at this point, given the way it's acting, it would be better just to walk there and not force a world reload. This way. Yes, I hear you. Real world design comes in handy here. Knowing how to build a chute. Where's my wheeled walker? There's my wheeled walker. Blazing wheeled walker. There is a key for turning on additional tags. Oh, good gosh. Animal cries. Let me move over here real quick while I look this up. There is a hotkey. Turning on some additional tags. I'm trying to remember where I was told about this. Give me just a moment here. Get the dimensions here. And dude. That's not working. Okay, let's try. Let's search for tags. Word tags. And dude. Let's look at that. See if it was in there. There's. Dang it. I'm not finding what I'm after here. If you remember, Minecraft show tags. How can I see what are the NBT tags and such? It's not gonna. There's a. There's something I can do here. What is it? Item tags. How to see item tags. See an item on a tag. It doesn't have a tag. Tags. How can I see what it is? F3H. Here we go. F3H Advanced Tooltips. Which doesn't work in this version. Shit, what's going on? I need the tag for that wheeled walker. How am I going to get the tag for the wheeled walker? F3H didn't work. F3 is not working here. It's being F3 is being intercepted. Hold on. I'm having a problem with F3 being intercepted. Where's my... Hang on. There's my problem. F3 was being intercepted by my operating system. Let's do an F3H. Advanced tooltips hidden. Advanced tooltips shown. Yeah. Well, it's just showing me the in here, isn't it? Alright, hold on a second. I got an idea. Let's go over and find Ars Nouveau and just look down into it for a second here and find, like... Well, it's going to be tagged as Ars Nouveau, obviously. Yeah, it's not offering me an autocomplete here, which is really annoying. Really need an autocomplete here. And don't know what the tag is. I need an autocomplete. All right, let's think instead item and tablet. And think a second here, where is the tablet? Tablet of Awakening. Here we go. Tablet of Awakening. I'm going to make it, we'll just do a delete here, and rewards. Random reward, I'm going to give you a tier 3 glyph. More accurately, conjure one. Using the tablet you just got the unlock for, and a ritual brazier, conjure a wheeled walker from an archwood tree. Tip: have an archwood sapling of the same type and some bone meal handy. Oh, it's done the thing. Hang on a second. There we go. And some bone meal handy. And your Dominion wand in a hotbar slot so that you can immediately grow a new archwood on the spot and bind the wheeled walker to it. You can, of course, bind the wheeled walker to pretty much anything else, but there's an aesthetic to consider here. Let's see, let's check my typing here. Got some issues. Oops, damn it. There's too many spaces there. In your Dominion 1 and hot slots, you can immediately grow the archwood on the spot. Fix that. And bind the wheel. Took in anything else, but this isn't. Alright, cool. Cool. And call Arts Nouveau done. Okay, move on. Storage systems is where I'm working currently because I need to do sophisticated backpacks. And to do sophisticated backpacks, I need to reorganize this whole damn thing because I've kind of painted myself into a corner. So I'm going to jump forward to decoration and then on to candlelight, which does not have its graphic yet. And let's add an image. And this is a neat little trick here. Because what I've done is I've actually made some ping images. And dropped them into the Cube.js subfolder for the quest book, and now have this available and can import it. Image ARB. What did I do wrong? Candlelight. Accept. There it is. Presto. I have a page title that I can then, kind of move over a little bit. Doesn't really done much with. And then we'll come down to the last item here, the removes. And let us do an image. And let's see. The removes. There it is. ARB removes. Just added. They're alphabetical in the group you add them in. So you generally have to search and then poke around until you find what you're looking for. Unless you want to type out the whole file name, and who wants to do that? Okay, that's got an issue here. Edit. I'm going to change the width to 5. Bring it on up to 5, and edit, and bring the height down to 0.75. Dagnabbit, it doesn't take the decimal unless you put a 0. Okay, accept. There we go. That's better. That's got the font looking more like it ought to. So we'll flip back to Meadow and then back to the removes. And okay, that's all that's there right now. Storage systems. Whee! So yeah, I've been working on this for a while. It's like I said, at some point, I'm hoping to finish this and submit it to CurseForge, and I don't know, maybe I'll submit it to Big Community Games and see if they want to do something with it, or find somebody else who wants to host it. I just don't have the money. I'm fucking broke. 61, I got no retirement plan because I worked in IT, and IT invented the gig economy partially so they would never have to pay retirement benefits. It's all contract work, and so there's no pension to vest. Kind of a thing. This has got to be reorganized massively. Okay, first off, move this up to the corner. Second, how do I want to do this? I want to center this, so let's take this and move it over here, and it's going to drag a bunch of stuff with it. Oops. Not where I meant. Alright. Oh, that's a little off. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Let's back this up to there. Alright. No, that's on target. It's this that's the problem. This has to drop down another. Stay on grid here. Okay. And sophisticated backpacks can go there for now. Iron chests move over to here, and edit. It needs an icon. Well, let's give it the crystal chest for the icon. I don't know if anybody's ever going to build one of those. And move Tom's Simple Storage up to here. Bring it in closer. Okay, and what do I want to use for the icon for Tom's? It's all kind of brown, isn't it? mean, we use the wireless terminal for the symbol, for the icon here, and let people figure out how to make it later. That now has to move up. And so this is all going to get moved here in a second. Keep that there. Move that down to here. This down to here. This down to here. That's clunky. I don't like it. Clunky and I don't like it. That pushes out too far. That's a little better. That's a little better. Okay, sophisticated backpacks. Good luck. Okay, and this, I just need to go item, back, make a backpack. Make a backpack. I'm going to give you some leather because you're going to need it for future stuff. All right, and Quest properties, and it has to be dependent upon sophisticated backpacks. There we go. Accept. There we go. New item item requirement created. You are then going to be upgrading down one path and doing things down the other path. Let's go item and backpack. You have to say backpack. Upper backpack. Dependencies, BAC, backpack, accept. Okay. This is still squunched, isn't it? It's still kind of squunched, and this is crowding. Move that to there. Move that to there, and move this to here. And I'm going to uncrunch this a little bit by dropping it down a notch. Actually, can I move this? Oh, dang it. There's part of my problem. That needs to be... That's not on grid, and it won't go on grid because of the size. Shoot. Um, okay. Control D to deselect all quests. Here we go. Deselect. Thank you. There's my problem. I had it selected. Okay. Move up. Move up. There we go. And item. You have to say backpack. Iron. No, it doesn't need a custom title. Properties. Dependencies. Dependent upon the copper backpack. I don't get a circular. Okay, this is going to move again. You're moving to here. Oh, lovely, it's raining. Okay, hold on a second. Not going to put up with that bullshit. We're going to go stand over at the bakery. There we go. Where there are bubbling noises because there is a cook pot on the stove. And we'll just go, let's just go over here and dig. Sit. We'll sit here for a minute. No, this is too close and I'm hearing rain. Go back out. Alright, we'll stay in the hallway. Fine. See if I care. No. You move to here. You move to here, and we'll figure it out. It's squunched at the top now. We'll figure it out in a minute. This all needs to move. Once you've got that going, you can also go off this direction. Item G. Let us have you make a series of upgrades. I'm going to have you make the compacting upgrade. I'm going to have you make... let's see. The smelting upgrade. And... want the stack upgrade tier starter. That should be sufficient. Boards, item. First, 16 more leather because you just used a bunch. Second, I'm going to give you 16 blocks of coal. You just got a smelting upgrade. I'm giving you 16 blocks of coal. Here. Adding functionality. Title. First upgrades. And description. Pop. Okay, and it needs to link back to backpack. Backpack. Okie doke. Idea. There we go. That uncrunches that. And let's bring this down to here and get it into the grid. There we go. There we are. Look at that. All right. That's starting to look a little better, a little cleaner, a little less confusing layout. I hope. Oh boy. I hope. Let's see how things go. Let's see. All right. I did the iron backpack. I should go on and do the next, the gold, accept, and reward, and I'm going to give you diamonds for that, and give you UE6. I'm going to be generous here. There we go. Let's not step on my punchline. Goes to quest properties, dependencies, back, and we're making the gold one, so we're going to depend on the iron. And it's going to get a little squinchy here. Let's move this here. Move that. There. Don't like that. Okay, it's a little weird, but let's go over to Meadow and then back to storage to recenter it on the page, see how it looks. Okay, we're doing all right. Pushing the bottom of the page a little bit, but we got the gold backpack. We need the diamond backpack. Okay, diamond backpack. And if you make it, I'm going to give you... No, let's give you ancient debris, and I'll give you 3 of them. That's not enough. to upgrade to netherite, but it gets you a start. And subtitle. Get more capacity. Quest properties depends upon the gold backpack, and then there is the netherite item. Back. Netherite. Accept. Rewards. Items. Star. I'm giving you another star for that one. Subtitle. Maximum capacity. Have you advanced the upgrades in parallel with the backpack? There we go. Edit, quest properties, dependencies, back, diamond backpack, accept, tada. Move is there, flip to farming, flip to storage systems. All right, now, next upgrade, item, up G. I'm going to have you do the advanced compacting upgrade. Advanced upgrades. Item, up G. And you're going to do the auto smelting upgrade. And up G. And you're going to do, skip awarding you for the tier 1, and we're going to award you for the tier 2. Accept and item, up G. Now we do the crafting upgrade. Rewards, items, leather, 16, accept, and item, gold, and 16, because you just used a bunch for this, and that. And subtitle, expanding functionality. Description. Upgrade your previous upgrades and make a new one. More functionality. Okay. And that is dependent upon first backpack upgrades. Accept. Title. Backpack upgrades so that I know where it is. Okay. And then we do item up G, and we're going to throw in Well, it's going to start with this one. The rest of them I'm not going to require. Instead, I'm going, if you make the top tier stack upgrade, I'm going to give you the botanist's workbench, the carpenter's workbench, oh, and the mason table. Maximum functionality. Description. Description. Not yet achieved, actually. There are many upgrades this path has not explored or required of you. That you definitely should investigate on your own. For example, there's the 3 chipped work tables you got as a reward. Obviously, you could put the rest of the work tables in your backpack and do decorative block modification in the field during a build. Boom. And quest properties, dependencies, and we are dependent upon advanced backpack upgrades, except, and there's that. Whew, it's still, I want to move this over. I want to move it to there. Line this up with that, and then figure out where the central piece has to go. You know? Let's just move that over, and I'm going to move this over to the right one, and move it to the right again. There we go. Okay, and that's going to push pretty hard going. We're going to move this to here. What does it look like if we flip over and back? That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's less cluttered than it was, less crowded, maybe a little more clear, I hope. And that does get the backpacks in. The backpacks needed to be in. That gets that done. Which brings me to decoration. Ooh-ha! Decoration. Decoration is going to involve, let's see, let's go look at my notes. Okay, chipped, make all the work tables. Macaws, let's do furniture and handcraft it. We're going to be making exemplars from 3 different furniture mods, and we're going to make some tables. We're going to make the tables first. Put up here, and put up here, and we're going to start with the chipped tables. Yeah, it's not going to do work like that. I need to work my mod here, don't I? List mode. Can I? I don't know. It's not working. It's not a filter. Not the filter I need. Let me think about this a second. Start off with a table. Does that get me anywhere? That gets me a lot of crap that is really hard to scroll through. And I'm not sure what all I'm seeing here. Here is the carpenter's table. Up near the top. Okay, so table does work to get me some of them. The loom. The mason. And the tinkering. There's still the glass blower. Where is it? There's some of the stuff you can do with it. Where's the table that you do it at? I need the table to do this stuff at. Or is it done at the tinkerer's table in this version? All right. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start off table chipped. A whole new workspace. Okay, rewards. Hold up, I know. Let's give you a stack of glass and a random wood and let's see. Think. I'll give you 6 blocks of iron. And I think that's going to be about the extent of it. I need to look at the chipped mod and see what work tables are in there. Where is chipped? Where is chipped? Chipped. Where is chipped? Yep, there it is. Okay, I am missing the botanist workbench, the glass blower, and the alchemy bench. Okay, the glass blower and the 2 benches. Let's go back to here. Set our quest properties and our dependency that goes to... Oops. Starting decoration, there it is. Okay, accept, and I need to add bench, botanist workbench. I need to add bench, an alchemy bench. I need to add class B, glass blower. Boom. A whole new workspace. Okay, from chipped. I think what I'm going to do is just go down here and go item and start with, let's see, with the macaws. First thing, I want to have requirements and then optionals going off. So let's just put a lamp here for macaw as a placeholder for macaws. And we'll put a dependency back. I'm going to sketch this in and then go back and take care of it. Chipped, accept, title, macaws. But okay. All right, now item. Chair. That's handcrafted. That's let's do furniture. You're going to make an oak desk chair right now as a placeholder. Title. Let's do furniture. Ooh, I can tell it's getting close to the top of the hour because my stomach's growling. Hopefully it's not audible. Quest properties. Dependencies. You're going to be dependent upon macaws. Okay. And then there is chair. And title. Handcrafted. And check. And quest properties. And it's... let's see. Let's do furniture. It's dependent on that. And finishing decoration then moves to here. And edit. And we put the dependency to handcrafted. And that gets me started on decoration. Alrighty. We'll pick the exemplar items that you must make and load them into here. And then I'm going to put optional paths going out this way so for some of the additional stuff you can do. So you can make, once you make the base exemplars, if you make the extra stuff, you get rewards. If you don't make the extra stuff, it doesn't matter. You just don't get the rewards for it. It's not going to stop you from progressing. Okay, this is the last page before the chapter on the Feast of the Dragon. This is getting much, much closer to being done. It is, I am at a stopping point here. So I am going to go to the end break screen here. I am at a stopping point and it is 5 minutes till the top of the hour, so I am going to halt here and check on a couple of things. Let me see if I can send to who I want to. I want to kill that and kill that and search and filter by category. No. What I want is to raid the folks that I know. Search and filter. Let's just search and filter for WIL. Okay, does not look like. Okay, let me check a couple of things real quick here. What I'm doing right now is checking the schedule and seeing if one of my other team members is going to be on, and I'm not seeing them on yet. Let me check on this and see if they're going to be able to do this. We'll give it just a second while I do the thank yous and all that stuff. It has been a journey, and it has been, and as it says, your companionship has been appreciated. If you have enjoyed this stream, I've got a lot of Minecraft VODs on YouTube where I've been working through building this quest. You can see some of the development process, some more of the development process in stream. I've got a lot of other mod packs that I've explored, tech mods that I've explored, railways that I've built. We will someday get back to trains, I promise, and we always do. It circles back to trains eventually. The streaming schedule is in the upper left. I'm waiting for for word from a cohort as to whether they're going to be on or not. Doesn't look like it. They have had some health issues, and we hope that they feel better soon. Um, in which case, I will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel, 8 a.m. UTC -6. That's American Central Time, with more Minecraft trains and tech. And I will probably be still working on this mod pack and on this FTB Quest's quest path. So you'll get to see the development process in real time. That's a little bit of a thing, you know, a bit of a stunt maybe, but what the hell. I will also be back tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. UTC -6, again American Central Time, with Roots of Pacha. It is a cozy farm sim and romantic dating sim, beautifully written, very queer, very poly, very historically representational. There are a lot of cultures represented and symbolized in a respectful way. People get along together, and the developers understand how critical certain things were to human history. The development of irrigation, for example, is a massive in-game game changer. It's in-game technology, and it seriously makes you rethink how you're doing your farming. You get a lot more efficient once you redo your fields to use irrigation techniques, but you have to develop the irrigation pump first. In the meantime, it looks like this is where we wrap up.